Have you ever noticed that after a really stressful day, a few minutes in a digital world makes everything feel quieter? It turns out that's not just you escaping reality, it's your brain resetting. From reducing anxiety to literally healing trauma, here is the science backed reason why video games are one of the best things you can do for your mental health. Recent studies from Oxford and Nihon University in Japan prove that gaming isn't a distraction, it's a tool. Whether it's boosting your mood by 72% or providing a safe space to handle stress, the data is clear. Your brain actually benefits from play. Live chill and video games.
Hello everyone, how are you guys? Well, in this video, we are going to talk about how video games are actually good for our mental health and how our brain actually needs video games. Stick around. Well, video games have always been a controversy, and there are so many guys that tell us that, video games are for kids, video games are not for adults, they make you waste a lot of time, and just enough with that, you know? There's actually a lot of studies confirming that games are actually good for our health, our mental health, as long as, of course, we don't get addicted to them. But you can get addicted to so many other things that are more socially acceptable, like working, for example, like destinations. Like you're always addicted to the destination. You're always in a hurry. You don't enjoy life. You don't enjoy the journey. You just want the destination. So there's so many other things we can be addicted on, but video games are actually, if you're really into this hobby and you grew up with them like I did, we always got that in our childhood. Like, for example, my parents always used to tell me, like, you're wasting your time, you're not going to do anything with your life, so on and so forth. And I guess I had the last laugh because I worked as a video game tester for so long. I gained my living from testing video games, for a lot of big companies. So I was a video game tester for a lot of time, and then a software tester as well. So I guess I kind of had the last laugh with my parents. I kind of proved them that video games took me to a good place where I made my living out of them. But even besides that, even besides helping you find a job in video games or in the gaming industry, like video games are really good for relaxing, like stepping into another world. Like, for example, if you're feeling if you have like negative thoughts, you have, even if you're an adult or even a teenager, when you're I've been bullied so many times. I had fights with my parents as well, and I always found like solace, for example, in the game of Heroes of Might and Magic, like stepping into that fantasy world with fantasy creatures and with nice relaxing music. It really calmed me down and made me feel like I was in control in that world, like I had a bit of power of changing my life in that world. Those are things that actually make life better when you play video games. You always step into a world where you meet interesting characters, like, for example, in an adventure game, like it gives you a more positive vision on life. This, of course, depends on the game you play. There are different games that make you feel different feelings, but if we have trouble in our lives, we always get attracted by something that makes us feel better. We won't run to a video game that makes you feel more anxious or makes you feel more afraid of things. So I have so many fond memories of video games. I mean, this can go for any hobby. If you had other hobby, it still made you feel better, about the world around you, like make you feel more relaxed. But video games have a certain way of putting us into that world, you know. And this is really a good and positive thing, you know, if you think about it. And there's also a lot of things that video games enable in our brains, you know, because in today's life we have so many chores, we have so many things to do, we have our jobs that not all of us like, you know, and going into that world and, you know, maybe solving a puzzle like this enables our logical thinking, our problem solving thinking. You know, maybe we face enemies and we are going to combat with them, but this you know, this improves our strategical thinking, our tactical thinking. So these are skills that are actually that can be put in real life as well. Like oftentimes, you know, for example, strategy games or card games that require you to build a deck or to use your you know, skills to build something, like for example a city builder or a management game. These skills are actually very applicable in real life management or in real life situations, like you think more tactical about something you want to do, or even if you're, you know, maybe you're in a confrontation or something, it will still your tactical thinking will help in that situation, you know. So that's the thing. I mean, they always made me feel better. They always made get me out of situations. I remember now how fondly I played Resident Evil 4. You know, I was so immersed in that game, and the story of you know, of Leon Kennedy fighting with mutated abominations to rescue the president's daughter was somehow so relatable. Although I'd never been you know, a secret agent like him. But the way the story was made and told was so relatable, you know, and so are so many other games in which we enter and we are in a world in which we are in control and we have fun and we meet interesting characters, you know. So not in you know, there's a lot of hobbies, but in not in all the hobbies you can be a pirate.
I want to be a pirate.
Or you can explore cities at the bottom of the ocean. Or you can be a special agent going to save the president's daughter. Or you can command a band of heroes. Or you're a famous explorer going around the world. Or you're on an alien planet exploring the ocean. So you see, I think it's very, very important for us to acknowledge that we really like our hobby and to acknowledge how important this hobby is for us. And when other people tell us that it's not something for adults, just tell them to mind their own business. Because this is our hobby and we're here to do it. And we're here to like it until the end, you know? Good luck, guys. Thanks for watching my video. And please also, if you like my video, please like, share, and subscribe, and tell me how you feel about this. Cheers, guys.